Over the last few weeks, I've been playing a lot of Soul Wars, like maybe a little too much, but it was all in hopes of acquiring this little bugger here. This is the Soul Wars pet, and he looks absolutely dope, but according to the RS Wiki, he is very rare. But in today's video, I thought I'd test my luck at getting him anyways by opening up 200 reward crates from Soul Wars that I've been grinding for over the last few weeks. Even though, with my luck, he's definitely not in any of those boxes. But regardless, let's go ahead and give it a shot anyways. Now, really quickly though, before we get into the loot boxes themselves, I want to remind you guys that if you enjoy my content, to make sure you head down below the video and hit the like and subscribe button. Only 5% of my viewers end up subscribing, and it really does help out me and the channel if you do. So remember, if you want to see more quality content like this, make sure to go down below and click that subscribe button. Now, to start this video, I had to go out and actually buy the 200 boxes. And for some weird reason, Jagex doesn't have a multiple buy option in the shop as far as I could tell yet, so I actually had to break my wrist for 10 minutes sitting there buying these each individually, which by the end I actually found pretty comical. But hopefully in the near future, they can make it so you can buy X amount of boxes so you don't actually have to do this if you try it yourself. Now, after a short amount of time, I actually had all the boxes and was ready to start opening them. My original plan, based on looking at the wiki, was to keep all the stackables they would drop in my inventory so you guys could watch them grow over time. But after opening up the first set, I quickly realized that these stackables were going to take up most of my inventory space. But I ended up going with it anyways, since it looked pretty cool, as I said, to see these stackables grow. Now, basically, when you're opening these, there is one rule for the boxes in terms of getting a good price for your box. And that is that if you either have any of the runes, adamant bolts, uncut diamonds, or any of the farming seeds drop, you got a good box in terms of GP. However, if you don't see any of those items in your 3 loot rolls, you probably got robbed, and your box will only be worth 20 to 30k. But I think my luck overall throughout the video, as we'll see, was pretty decent, to be honest. Now, mathematically, how this works out for people who are wondering is 200 boxes from the Soul Wars shop cost 6,000 zeal to get. Now, with the rework of Soul Wars moving everyone into one lobby before the game and then sorting teams out from there, I found that every game seems to go for the 15-minute maximum time duration without fail, since the teams are so well balanced now. Additionally, every game takes around a few minutes to start, so realistically you probably complete a single game of Soul Wars every 20 minutes. Meaning that if we assume you can get 40 zeal on average per game, which is definitely doable, especially for higher level players, you can probably get around 120 zeal an hour, or maybe even more. But sticking with our 120 zeal an hour estimate, you should be able to buy 200 boxes from the shop with 50 hours of non-stop gameplay, which after playing that much Soul Wars, I can fully say was a lot. And I don't recommend doing it unless you really want this pet or you really enjoy Soul Wars. And speaking of pets, I was actually lucky enough to end up getting him here. And as you can see, I was pretty stoked. I'm gonna go ahead and play the live recording of me getting him because I think it's pretty funny to listen to. I got him! Oh my god, I got him! Guys, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. I cannot yell, I'll wake up my parents, but I got him. I got the pet, I got the pet. This never happens, I never get pets. I actually got the pet. Oh my god. Alright, I'm putting this in the video. This is great. I got the pet. I can't believe I got him. So, as you can see, I was pretty stoked, and I started thinking about how rare the pet drop probably is, and based solely on my own personal experience just sitting in the Soul Wars worlds for over 2 weeks just watching people pop boxes after boxes, I estimate pretty confidently that the pet is probably around a 1 in 250 to 1 in 400 drop rate. I mean, we won't know for sure until Jagex releases the actual drop rate for it, but I think this estimate is pretty accurate, which means based on our previous calculation of 120 zeal an hour, it will most likely take people around 60 to 100 hours to get this pet on average, which probably makes it one of the easier pets to get in terms of time. Something similar to this that I think people would sort of recognize easier is that when hunting the giant mole pet, at least according to the wiki, you can get 50 kills per hour, and the pet is a 1 in 3,000 drop rate, so this is basically akin to that, as they will both probably take around 60 hours to do. But yeah, we're getting down to the last few boxes here with only 25 left to go, but it's crazy to look at some of the stacks we have going here so far, with over 17,000 soul runes so far, 6k bloods, 8k deaths, 7.5k natures, and almost 11,000 adamant arrows. These are definitely going to add up to quite a bit here in a second when we do a final price check. And a nice thing about all this is that these runes will hopefully help cover the cost of Ice Barrage if you're using it during the minigame, which I know a lot of you will probably end up doing. But yeah, let's empty everything here out of the bank and into my inventory and clear those price holders and throw everything into the price checker. And here we go. We got 17.5 million GP, which honestly is not bad for how much time we put in. As you can see, the adamant bolts added up to a lot. The soul runes, blood runes, death runes, nature runes even. We also have the uncut diamonds here. And the cash stack, honestly, as well, was pretty big, as well as the rubies. But with that all being done, let's hop over to the GE, and I'll put a sped up clip of me selling everything off and getting a final price check. So we finally have the cash stack. Let's throw it in here and see how much we got. 17,250,000 GP roughly. So we lost 250k selling everything off quickly, which is fine. But if you take the fact that it took us 50 hours to get all this, we made roughly 350k an hour, which is obviously pretty bad for a max level, but it's not bad for pet hunting considering some of the pets you don't make any money on. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace! I do it for the